Hey, it's Ixie. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for whoever watched my first video. Any view helps. Please go watch the first one. I'm still learning. Today we're gonna be making cinnamon rolls from scratch. I did look up this recipe online because I don't have the cinnamon roll recipe in the book. So I will be adding all the ingredients in the description under the video. I'll be starting with the dough, which is gonna take a little while before we can finish this recipe. So we'll be using this website. I'll be putting her information in the description. All the ingredients you're gonna need for the recipe. This is not all the ingredients you need for the dough. Already got my granulated sugar in a bowl ready. I got unsalted butter, your vanilla extract, your salt, sea salt, or Himalayan. You got light brown sugar, dark brown. And then you have all-purpose flour. You can use any flour you'd like. And the recipe does call for whole milk. But again, you can substitute. This is the yeast I have. It doesn't have to be exactly this brand, but got powdered sugar, any kind of powdered sugar you like. You will also need 1 egg, specifically a large egg. I also forgot to tell you guys, ground cinnamon for cinnamon rolls, obviously. So I just forgot to add that in the ingredients. This is the most important ingredient for cinnamon rolls. And you definitely do need a sifter. So you're gonna go ahead and pour your 1/4 cup granulated sugar and 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Then you'll need 2 1/4 tablespoons of yeast. I didn't want to mess up on the measurements, but it basically just adds up to 1 pack. And you'll need 1/2 tablespoon of salt. For the wet ingredients, you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Grab 3/4 of whole milk and place it in a separate bowl because you're gonna go ahead and warm that up. Okay, now that our milk is warm, let's go ahead and mix the 3 tablespoons of butter. Pour that over the dry mix. And then you'll crack your egg, mix that up. As you continue to fold and just combine all of it, you'll get that whole texture together. Okay, so you are gonna wanna clean your surface. Grab some flour and just sprinkle some on the counter. I'm gonna put some on my hands. It's gonna be too much flour. And you'll just scrape out the dough that's in the bowl. Need more flour, that's fine too. And you're just gonna spread it out a little bit. It's like a little massage. I've only done this once. So once you're done kneading the dough, it's gonna be a terrible comparison, but it's gonna feel like Play-Doh. Place it in the same exact bowl. You're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. Let that dough rise. And we'll just put that aside. While we're waiting for our dough to rise, we'll go ahead and start with the filling. I don't want to melt this butter just yet because the dough's not done. So we'll just go ahead and just start with the dry mix. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. So depending on how large you roll the dough out. You might need a little bit more of the brown sugar and cinnamon mix, but for now, just by the measurements, this is just kind of the amount that you need. You will need 3 tablespoons of butter so you can spread that out. You don't want it to be too melted or too hard, which I did see a hack because you can put this under the candle warmer. So I'm gonna see if it works. I have the butter under there, so we'll see if it works or not. I don't know, it's supposed to like soften it or something. Take out a roller and then a pizza cutter, just because we're gonna do it differently. Your dough is not gonna look like a pizza dough or a sourdough cinnamon roll. It's not gonna look huge. Put some more flour down on the counter because you're gonna roll out this dough. You don't want too much because you're not gonna need the dough. You're just gonna roll it out. Just make sure it doesn't stick on anything. Slap that thing on there. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. Depending on how thick you want your cinnamon rolls to be, you can roll it a little bit less, but I kind of flatten mine out. Once you have your butter soften, so it'd be easier also to spread that brown sugar and cinnamon. Now that you have all your butter spread out, sprinkle the cinnamon and, sorry, my cat was looking up here. This was recording, but I don't know where I left off. But anyways, I've been cutting this with the pizza cutter, and it's just so easy. So many little ones. Oh my gosh. I don't want to tilt it too much, but they're not perfect. We'll get there one day, I don't know. I did place my butter under the candle warmer again, just so it would be easier for me to spread the butter on the pan. I'm gonna put a little bit of milk at the bottom so it can fluff up. Before we do anything with the cinnamon rolls, we're just gonna go ahead and let this sit for 30 minutes prior to putting it in the oven. They are looking a little bit thicker, so I'm just kind of letting them sit. This one's dying in the middle, but it's almost up for letting them sit. We'll go ahead and start the oven at 375, and then we'll start our icing. Powdered sugar, unsalted butter, vanilla extract, and milk. The exact measurements are going to be 2 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, and then 1 to 3 tablespoons of milk, and 3/4 of vanilla extract. Okay, while we have the cinnamon rolls in the oven, we'll go ahead and start with our icing. You're gonna need your sifter. I'm just putting it in here just because I have to place it in there first prior to get in the bowl. So we'll just get 2 cups. Okay, it should look like this. Kind of running out of bowls, but this is my ramen bowl. 3 tablespoons of butter. So that's kind of less than half a stick of butter, just for a full 3. Just go ahead and microwave it and melt it. 3/4 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Combine that all together with the powdered sugar, vanilla. Okay, just go ahead and start mixing that. And then you can go ahead and start adding 1 tablespoon of your milk or whole milk. Well, this is whole milk. There you go. And once you place it on to the cinnamon rolls, it should melt onto there. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope the instructions were clear and easy to follow. The whole point of my videos is to have the instructions clear and really easy, because when you read off of a book or a website, there's so many instructions and details that you have to follow. I hope it was fun, and maybe yours didn't turn out as tall as mine. I don't know why they came out so tall, but you know, I think I might have rolled them a little bit too tightly. So they look like mountains. Yep. As you can see, there's already one gone. But they're really good, really, really good. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Thank you so much. And I'll be putting all the ingredients and everything down below. If you can just please give a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.